And then we'll have the 35-lap modified feature, and then the race that Jack and I were asked to be in, the Demolition Derby, but unfortunately our cars we did not pass the safety check to enter that event. That will be the wind-up tonight at Merrittville. And we now know the name of the driver of the number 411. We understand it's Bud Lidstone, and a beautiful car it is. Driving number 105 tonight is Paul Ashton. Number 31, Jeff Morningstar. Number 22 is Freddie Carlton out of Stevensville. And we didn't get Freddie announced in the heats because we were just checking our list to make sure that we had all the names up to date. The 39 at the front of the pack will be Al Redmond in the number 39 out of Thorold. Outside him will be the number 87 of Lynn Saravel from Thorold. Then in the second row, the 82 out of Ridgeway is Dwayne Winfield. Outside in the row number 2 will be the 09 of the flying accountant from Fenwick, Larry Eggleton. 77 in the second row, Tammy Willard, who won one of the heats out of St. Catharines, the 18-year-old woman driver that I believe is the only lady driver out of a field of 75 male drivers here at the Speedway. Behind Tammy, the red number 26 of Rick Rickner from Niagara Falls, New York. Then we have the 77 junior of Billy Willard Jr. out of St. Catharines. Then the number 12 of Trevor Wilkins, last week's feature winner from Niagara-on-the-Lake. Coming down the front straightaway, some of the drivers, the 20 of Jay Mallory from St. Catharines, the 23 of Dennis Villette from St. Catharines, the 14 of Cliff Warner from Port Colborne, the 3F of Rob Lettingham out of Port Colborne, the 230 of Larry Sinegy out of Port Colborne, Wayne Fleetway. 21 is George Bossy from Niagara Falls. The orange number 11 is out of Hamilton, Todd Turner, son of Don, number 39 modified driver. 78, John Pendakoski, the 73, Ralph Davidson, the 30 of Bill Dominy, the 71 of Lloyd Wilson. A few more, we'll get to them in a moment. We're off and racing, 20 laps
Good
of
clean
racing.
start, Mike.
Absolutely. We've got the cars thundering around the track here on lap number 1 with 19 laps to go. 19 and a half laps to go. As Redmond is in the lead, Montreal is in the top 5. And cars coming together.
Willard and Willard down there going through turn 1 and 2, just coming down the back chute. So
lots of contact being made. We got our Montreal mixed up with some of those red and orange cars. As it is the top 5. Winfield. Second, Tammy Willard. Third, Billy Willard. Tammy tries to go to the inside. Winfield shuts the door. Rickner is running fourth as the red cars are second, third, and fourth. Fifth is Mallory. Sixth is Villette. And now Tammy Willard with what might be the move of the race goes to the inside and takes the lead. Here on lap number 3 with 17 laps to go, it's Tammy Willard. And now Winfield's in trouble and goes to the infield in the number 82. A tough break for Winfield. Now he gets back into the event, running in 12th position. The caution has... We've got a car that ran into problems. Jack, it looks as though Willard, Bill Willard Jr., has gone to the pit area. And I must say, in the mad scramble, I did not see any cars go over the number 3 and 4 corner.
no, I didn't see what happened either, Mike. It happened so quickly.
So we heard the signal calling for the yellow flag, and this means we are not counting laps. We will have the lap put up. I suspect we're on about lap number 6. There's lap number 4 showing 16 laps to go. Double file restart. Tammy Willard in the lead. Rick Rickner running second. Jay Mallory is third. Dennis Villette is fourth. Trevor Wilkins is fifth. Rob Lettingham sixth. Looks like Brian Page in the 43 is in seventh spot. Then we have the 82 of Winfield. Dwayne Winfield in the 82. who was leading on the first 2 laps. 87, Lynn Saravel. 56, Rick Schumacher. 39, Al Redmond. The 230, Larry Sinigi. The 22 is Freddie Carlton tonight. The 78, John Pendekoski. 111, Joe Mizell. 30 of Bill Dominy. The 31 of George Bossy. 09, Larry Eggleton. And we've got Lloyd Wilson, and Billy Willard is in the tail position. Billy's got to come 22 cars to the front in order to win this race.
Well, you see a little sheet metal damage on the back of Billy's car there, and he's got handling problems. He's up and down, and it doesn't look like he's going to stick in here, Mike.
Bill Willard Jr.'s gone to the pits now, Jack. So Tammy out ahead, and this crowd would go crazy because I do not believe she's won a feature in this division. She's won heats. She won tonight. If she's able to hold off these cars, this crowd is going to go absolutely bananas.
Well, she's got some challengers and some experience behind her, so you've got to play a smart heads-up race here.
And so Tammy Willard just went up a little high. Rickner tried to get underneath in the red number 26. Dennis Villette, always a threat, is running third in the number 23. And so Tammy Willard with 13 laps remaining. The red number 77 junior. Can a woman driver become the first female to win a Sportsman race here at the Speedway? I'll tell you, this will be history in the making. If it occurs, Tammy's won pro stock races, but never in this division. Some of these drivers have 15, 20, 25 years of experience. Let's give you the top 10. Some fine drivers out there. Tammy Willard in the lead. Rickner running second. Dennis Villette cuts to the inside, tries to take over second spot. Jay Mallory running back in fourth. Trevor Wilkins running fifth. Lettingham is sixth. Winfield now pulls off and looks as though he's finished and goes to the pit area with front end damage. Still, Tammy Willard with an 8-car length lead. Tammy Willard in command out there. Rickner running second. Dennis Villette a strong third. Then we drop back 5 car lengths to the number 20 of Jay Mallory. Wilkins is fifth. Still, Lettingham, Sinigi, Warner, Page, Dominy, Schumacher, and Saravel. Now our leaders are coming out of the number 4 corner down the front straightaway. Tammy Willard gets through lap traffic, driving like a 10-year veteran. I'll tell you, that kid's had racing instruction somewhere. She is just burning up the speedway. As Tammy Willard is putting on one heck of a show, an 18-year-old student out of the West Park High School in St. Catharines, driving like a 10-year modified veteran. And I'll tell you, those other drivers have put it, they're really doing a great job, but Tammy has a hot setup right now. Tammy Willard with a 10-car length lead in the red number 77. Rickner is running second in the red 26. Dennis Villette trying to get around him, trying to use every trick in the book, but Rickner using his experience to good advantage. Tammy Willard comes down the front straightaway in the red number 77. Now she's got to get around the lap car. As we've got 15 laps down and 5 to go. 5 laps to go. Tammy could become the first woman driver to win a major division here at Merrittville. To my knowledge, it's never happened. The caution comes out.
Got a caution.
As we've got a car stuck up on the number 2 corner. And that'll tighten the field with 4 laps to go.
It'd be nice to see Tammy win a race. I've never seen it myself. I've never seen a girl finish a feature race in any division out here at Merrittville Speedway.
I would suspect that she has won some pro stock races and possibly last year.
She may have. It's something that I haven't seen, but when I say something like that, I strictly mean that she's worked hard enough to earn the win. Not because she's a girl, because when she gets involved in this type of game, she's got to forget any gender. She's driven a good, strong race tonight and other nights before.
Absolutely, and the track is in good shape, and everybody is getting the speed out And there's the Jay Mowry in the number 20. We
That's
believe
the
we have
mongrel.
an interview, but we're going back to a restart now, so we'll miss that. Green flag is flying, and we'll get back to that a little later. If not, then next week. Tammy Willard in the red 77 now has a 2-car length lead over Rickner, with Dennis Willard still trying to find his way around Rickner. Rickner pulls up on Tammy's back bumper. They come out of the number 4 corner. They've got 3 laps to go, 3 laps remaining, and Willard still trying to find the magic solution to get around Rickner. But right now, Rickner is dialed in, and he's staying on Tammy Willard's back bumper. This could be a very close finish as 2 laps are remaining in this 20-lap pro stock, I should say Sportsman event. Boy, I'm getting excited here. 20-lap Sportsman event at the Merrittville Speedway on Saturday, July the 22nd. Tammy Willard, the 18-year-old gal from the West Park High School, making it look easy tonight, taking the white flag. Now she's got 2-car length lead. Rickner pulls up on her back bumper. Now Tammy hits the pedal. She separates the 2 cars by 4-car lengths. Now Rickner pulls up. He's faster in the corners. They come out of the number 4 corner, and Tammy Willard has won, and by about a foot, I would say. Rick Rickner from Niagara Falls, New York, over Dennis Willett for 3rd. Dennis out of St. Catharines. And it looked like Jay Mallory 4th and Cliff Warner 5th. So this is certainly a very exciting night for many of the fans here. And Tammy, I can remember in 1980, 1981, Tammy was sitting in the grandstands cheering for Terry Edwards and Bill Willard Jr. They came down here in 1981, and I think there was 1 inch separating the 2 of them at the checkered flag. Tammy at the time was about 10 years old, sitting in the grandstand with her family. And here she is on the front straightaway, and I can tell you.
That's how things progress, Mike, eh?
Absolutely.
And now Terry Edwards is one of the main wrenches on that, the Willard gang over there. They all go racing, having fun. There's a lot of experience there.
And there is Alan Willard, father, on the right-hand side. Bill Willard Jr., who had to drop out of the event on the left in the black fire suit.
There's a good shot of Terry Edwards right there on doing the helmet.
Terry Edwards, the veteran driver, also a great amateur boxer in the city of St. Catharines back in the 1940s. Tammy takes off the fire hood and is now coming out onto the front straightaway, and I'll tell you, this crowd is going to go bananas.
But you know, one of the things that have impressed me, Mike, while Tammy's out there and in the division that she's in, which is extremely competitive, you haven't seen any cheap shots taken at her. Where a lot of times you do see in racing, you do see in a lot of other sports that people take the cheap shot at the girl that's involved, and the guys have accepted her.
And there is Bill Willard Sr.
There's Bill, the boss.
We just saw him, who used to have race cars. As a matter of fact, my brother had a race car for Bill Sr. back in the 1950s.
That's right.
60s, that is. And then there was Stan Friesen and Tommy Mallory, and I'm going to miss some of the great ones, Jack.
And your brother, Pat Collins.
Yeah, but we already mentioned
one of the most popular. You didn't mention that. He was extremely popular.
Pay attention, I mentioned that. And so we'll stop playing Trivial Pursuit. We're trying to, because there's 100 drivers that drove for Bill Willard Jr. And we'll now settle back into the front straightaway ceremonies. And of course, this is a family affair. And Tammy has one of the sponsors here of tonight's program, having your picture taken with the sponsor.
That's another really interesting thing. It's I really enjoy it. As you said, it's a family affair. You know, the Willard gang, there's a brother and a sister out there driving, and they're extremely competitive. And when racing gets a family involved, it turns into a real competitive situation.
And so lots of photos for the family album. And they always used to talk about how Mr. Willard used to drive the tow truck and nobody knew how to get the cars untangled like Bill Willard Sr. And ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back right after this.
You are watching your community channel, McLean Hunter Cable TV.
So, ladies and gentlemen, the pace car to the infield is